Welcome back, everybody, to 2 News at 10 o'clock. So glad you're with us. Ben Nemtin is a best-selling author, speaker, and was the star of MTV's The Buried Life. He was in Utah to give the University of Utah's commencement address, and he talked to Shauna about his journey in tonight's Person to Person.
An epic bucket list turned into a road trip, a TV show, a book, a documentary, and a career for Ben. He now spreads the message of the value in helping others and chasing your dreams.
To the graduating class of 2018, congratulations. You made it.
What an honor, right, to speak at a commencement to people who are not that much younger than you, really, like setting out into life.
As soon as I really digested this idea that I can really make an impact, because it's such a juncture in their lives where they're starting this next chapter. And when you do that, you really have to listen to yourself and not do what other people are telling you to do.
Hey, my name's Ben, and these are my friends.
And most people will know you from The Buried Life. I loved kind of learning about the backstory about how that came to be. You were sort of in a dark place.
I got an academic scholarship. I was on the national rugby team, which in Canada is like a huge sport.
22 years old, I don't know what I want to do.
I just put so much pressure on myself that I eventually just crashed. And I broke down, I got depressed, I dropped out of school, I got dropped from the rugby team, and everything that I had I held precious sort of was gone. So I was like, I'm gonna choose some friends that are really gonna lift me up. And one of those guys was a self-taught filmmaker. I said, Johnny, let's make a movie. And we had no idea what we wanted to make a movie about, but we just knew that there were all these things that we had wanted to do, but we'd never done them. And then Johnny gets assigned a poem in English class called The Buried Life that is articulating this feeling that we can't articulate, which is like we have all these things that we want to do, but we haven't done them because they're buried. And so we thought, perfect, we'll take this name, The Buried Life, and how do we unbury ourselves? Well, we've got all these buried dreams. Let's make a list of all of our buried dreams. And every time we cross something off this list, let's help a stranger we meet along the way do something on their list.
What was the most outlandish thing on the list that you were like, this will never happen?
We play basketball with President Obama when he was in the White House on the list, kind of as a joke. And we found ourselves at the White House playing basketball with the president 3 years later.
Wow.
So, and it was that moment that we just thought wow, anyone can do anything.
Did you find that people took a lot of joy and got a lot of joy from helping you achieve your dreams?
We realized that when you give someone the chance to be a hero, they take that.
Wow.
And not only that, but by us doing what we love, going after this bucket list, we inspired other people to do the same.
Do any letters stick out in your mind of people who were like, I was down in the dumps too, I watched your show, I got inspired?
A ton of letters of people that were, they were suicidal, or they were in a really bad way and struggling with depression, anxiety, self-injury. And that's one of the reasons why I talk about why I struggle with depression. If I can help someone that's in a position that I was just by opening up about it, then that's worth it.
The four of you, starting this journey together, you have a movie coming out next year. How has the friendship changed?
Yeah.
And how did that help you?
So we all lifted each other up when the other person was thinking, we can't do this, And it was our collective will that kept us going. I don't think it would have worked if it was just 2 of us or 3 of us. Somehow the combination of the 4 of us.
It was the chemistry of you guys.
Yeah, we were lucky to stumble upon this at a young age. We were just young and dumb enough to just believe in ourselves and not listen to anyone that was like, this won't work. And I think that that naivete is really important to hold on to, because, I'll quote Henry Ford, it's like, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Well, Ben shared more adventures of the bucket list and what he learned with Shauna. For that and more, go to KUTV.com, click on features, and then Person